I searched the internet for affordable Fort Worth suburbs, and this website right here was the first result that I got. It gave me 10 of the most affordable Fort Worth suburbs. And number one on the list and that's where we are right now. If you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. And if you are new here, welcome. I'm glad that you are here. What I do here is really very simple. I am to be your scout. If you like what you see, what I'm doing, I really do appreciate if you take the time to subscribe to the channel. It will help out. And I also encourage you to turn on notifications. That way, anytime I tour, I go out and scout an area and I make a video, YouTube will notify you so that you don't miss out on any of the videos. So just to let you know where White Settlement is, it's still inside the 820 loop that we talked about, and it will be on the west side of Fort Worth. On the very west side of Fort Worth, inside the loop, that's where White Settlement is. According to the 2021 data, we know that in 2021 the population was about 18,000 people. It had females at 52.4% and males at 47.6%. In 2021, the household income of the residents in White Settlement was at about 48,000, while that of Texas it was about 66,000. When it comes to races, 55.4% are whites. Or let me say were whites, because this is 2021 data. 32.5 Hispanics. Black alone were 7.3. Those that had two or more races, mixed races, that they were 2.1%. Asian alone 1.3, and then American Indian 0.1%. If so far you don't like the vibe of the area that you see right now, just don't go yet, because there is something that I want you to look at that I think may pique on your interest. But generally, the biggest part of White Settlement, what I was able to see at least, most of the houses are going to be looking like this. maybe smaller, older houses. In 2021, the average house was going for about 161, while in Texas it was at 237,000. The reason why I didn't want you to leave, in case you didn't like the vibe of what you are seeing, is because I want you to look at more deeper information that may cause you to consider maybe if this is an area that you want to dig deeper into. So when you look at this website right here, it gives you like kind of a general idea of what areas to live in, like when we talk about maybe like desirability, right? So the dark green is like those are high-end areas. And then you have those that are kind of yellowish, that will be the average. Those are areas with the average, like maybe even houses. It's like almost calling it the middle class. And then you have the red areas. Those would be like what you would call low values when it comes to maybe like buying houses, right? So you have green, dark green, and then dark red, and then shades in between there, with kind of the yellowish being the average or the middle. So when you look at white settlement, you can see that it is kind of like, it's a really interesting area, especially when you look at this area right here. And you are going to see that this area right here, the houses in this area are totally different from the houses you see in the other parts of white settlement. When you look at area vibes, it's amazing the livability score that it gets. It gets 73 out of 100, which means that they are saying that when it comes to amenities, it's getting a D+. The only area where it gets really an F is the commute. And that is, again, when you see where it is, it's located on the west side of Fort Worth, which means if you are commuting towards Fort Worth or towards Dallas, you are going to be hitting traffic, especially if it's during traffic hours, because you will be going with the traffic. People come and leave this side because it's less expensive, and then they have to go to work in Dallas or Fort Worth. So if you're commuting towards that end, it's gonna be you're gonna be in traffic, and of course when you're coming back at the end of the day, you're gonna be again in traffic. That's why it gets an F. But look at the cost of living. It gets an A+. And then for crime, it gets like average, which again isn't very bad. And then for employment, it gets a D. And then health and housing, again, it gets A+. Schools, yes, it's C-. And so it's like, it's not, when you take those things into consideration, 73 livability score is really not that bad, and it may be an area that you may want to consider. So when it comes to housing, I saw these beautiful apartments that I was surprised. Again, they were in the area that I told you about, this area right here, where you see that it's out of the, I would say, let's just call it middle class, right? It's an area that is average, in between. And when you look at the houses and the apartments there, you're gonna see that it's different. So these apartments right here, I was looking at them. They are 1 and 2 bedroom apartments. So for the 1 bedroom apartments, as you can see, like if you get, say for example, the smallest they have starts at $1,200. Actually, yeah, like the 1 bedroom apartments start at $1,200, and then the 2 bedroom apartments, which is this one right here, this one start at $1,300, almost $1,400. So in that area with these apartments, let's look, where are the pictures? Let's see if we can see some of the pictures. Here are the pictures. They look, I mean, when I saw them driving by, they looked really nice. when we go and look at the houses again, let's start off with the smaller houses that we saw. You can see just general overview that you are looking from the high 100s, and then you have the 200s. So let's just pick, say for example, we will do, let's see what under 100, under 200. This would be it's really small, 3-bedroom, 1 bath. Let's look at this one right here. This one is a 4-bedroom, 2 baths, 1,200 square feet, 2 car garages. I'm wondering how they are able to squeeze all that. I wonder if those garage, that is tiny. But that's the inside. So this one is what? Was it 215,000? Okay, let's go back and look at something else. This was 215. Let's try to look at this one, 255. It's still a small house. It's a bigger one because it's 1,500 square feet. Let's see how it looks inside. That's a beautiful kitchen for the house. It looks like it was remodeled. The way you see it, looks like it was remodeled. So this is what? A 4-bedroom, 2 baths, 1,500 square feet at 255,000 in that area. So let's go in the area that I was talking about where things look better. Like this house right here, I think is the one that I saw, I passed by. 315,000. It's a 3-bedroom, 2 baths. Looks like that's a 2-car garage. 1669 is the price. So let's see how it looks like. There it is. So we're not listed for the neighborhood, that it's in a newer neighborhood with newer houses. Looks like it's small. Space-wise, of course, is what did they say? 1,600 square feet. Was it 1,600 or 15? You can see it's as they really are squeezed stuff in there. Okay, 1,600 square feet. Let's look at this one is 340,000. Oh, this has a large lawn. So this is 2,000 square feet, 4-bedroom, 2 baths, 350, and this was sold in August. So this already sold. Somebody bought this. It looks nice. I like how it looks. Entryway, a little bigger than the one that we saw. Kind of like open space. That's not a bad house, depending on the size of the family. 2,000 square feet. It was listed for 340. I'm not sure how much they sold it for. But this area right here was a nice area driving through, as you see. And then the other area that was nice was somewhere around So look, let's look at these houses. These are new construction. These are like somewhere around, I think, what is it called? Golf course. So you see they're in the 300s, under 400,000. So let's look at this one, 380. This was sold in December, 380, 2,100 square feet, 4-bedroom, 2 baths. I don't think, oh, they show us the inside, nice. There we go. That's how it looks like on the inside. Again, these were kind of course, they're in a newer neighborhood. So you have some areas where I think people come in, they buy land, not people, like companies come in, buy land and sell, and build a newer construction. The other thing, they have a park for those of you that are interested in the outdoors. They have a park, the Central Park right there. It's not that big, but it was nice. The other thing that they have, and I have been to with my family, is this water park right here, Splash Days. This water park, I have taken my family there. It's a small water park. The prices are really nice, and it's a good water park. I've been there. I've been to it. It's not crowded. At least the day we went, it wasn't crowded. It's a small water park. Again, as I said, the prices are really, really very fair prices. So we enjoyed it. We loved it. We probably will be going back because it's not congested. So the summers, you could get yourself a good summer pass and you'll do good. So that is White Settlement inside the loop. I hope you guys have enjoyed what you have seen here. Again, if you haven't yet subscribed, I encourage you to subscribe. It will help me out because this is a new channel. So I'd love it for it to grow, so that way I am encouraged to continue scouting for you guys. If you need to get in touch with me, I will leave my information. You can email me if there are any areas that you would like me to scout out for you. Leave me a comment or email me. I don't promise that I will do that, but at least when I get maybe many people ask me to do a particular area, or if it so happens that you ask me to do an area that is really close by that I can go by and drive through, I will definitely do that. Whichever way I can serve you, I will do that. All right, friends, I will catch you in the next one. Until then, stay blessed. Bye-bye.